Okay, so I'm in the shop again. It's rainy weather outside, and I'm gearing up to tear into this Peterbilt. This Peterbilt. I bought this truck. I don't know. I bought this truck when I got back from North Carolina, and really the only thing that I've done to it was register it, insure it, change the oil, and the tires. The front tire on this side was new. It is a Bridgestone tire. There it is, R268 Eco Play, whatever, 11R225. It's a 379 model with I think an 84-inch sleeper. I think that's what they call that. I like the sleeper box, and I like the length of the truck because it rides nice. They're 135 gallon fuel tanks on this guy. I'm certain they are. I'm pretty certain they are. Yeah, I think they're 135s. Both of them are 135s. But anyway, in order to continue growing corn, I need to continue to get substrate. And I do not have a truck that runs a hydraulic PTO. I just don't have the power takeoff to run the hydraulic pump. It just doesn't exist. I don't have it. I just don't have it. It doesn't exist for me. So what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of days, or probably starting tomorrow, is I'm going to be putting in this power takeoff. Yes, the power takeoff. Got all the pipes. Tank is in this box. I think this is the PTO right here. Yes, it is. And it's got all the bolts, and apparently the shims are supposed to be in there as well. Here's the air dryer gizmo regulator for it, and there's also a wire. And this is the PTO switch right here, and that will go right onto the bottom of my FRO transmission. And that's Mickey D'Elia. Let me answer that. All right, so I was talking to that fella, and I forgot exactly where I was at in my video, but I think we were talking about this. I was talking about this PTO and how it's going to go on this 379 Peterbilt. This has a C15. C15, not the A-Cert model. It's a C15 6NZ. I think I talked about this a little bit. It has the classic rusty Peterbilt frame. I ended up cleaning the frame up with wire brush and high pressure washer, and then I used a product. It was Rust-Oleum Rust Reformer, and that stuff worked. I started to grease it while I was on the phone, but anyway, Rust Reformer, and that stuff worked really, really well. I mean, it sealed it up good. So if you've got a Peterbilt, I know they're famous for rotting. Just clean them up, spray that on, and then put the black paint right over the top of it. So yeah, wow. I think my universal joints might be a little dry. There it goes. They are a little dry. But anyway, so then tomorrow I'm probably going to be dropping the transmission plate off and putting the PTO on, and then just putting the thing together. There's a tank under there, 50-gallon tank. That'll go behind right up on the rails. And I'm going to be running a walking floor, running eggshells, limestone, corn, substrate, and hay. That's what we're going to be running. So, yeah. And I do need to get this damn thing lettered, or I'm going to have to get a sticker to put on there that says Pandy Farm LLC and go from there. But yeah, other than that, life is good, and that's that. So the inside of the truck, I'll talk about that later. Anyways, have a nice one. Okay, good morning. Yeah, all right, so didn't get going on this truck yet. Yesterday I had to make feed for the cows. Yes, the cows, the bulls, the steers, they've been, fixed up right. So they're steers, technically steers. Beef cows, beef steers. Had to do that, and it was just really nasty out, windy, and it was Sunday, so I decided that I would take the remainder of the day, and I don't know what I did. I fell asleep in the chair where my wife was taking pictures of me sleeping with William and posting them all over the internet, so Facebook. Yep, it was on Facebook. So anyway, yeah. So today's job is going to be to drop that plate off that transmission, put the PTO on, and start building this unit. Now it's pretty simple. These kits do not come with hoses. If you didn't know, when you buy these PTO kits or these wet line kits, they don't come with hoses because they don't know what truck you've got. They know your transmission, and that's about it. So, boy, he's down there being noisy. They know what transmission because they ask you the year of the truck and the transmission that's in there, and then they can set you up correctly. But yeah, so like I got this thing, but they will not sell you hoses because they don't know if you got a day cab, a sleeper, how big a sleeper, the wheelbase. Wait, can you hear that kid? He's just tormenting his grandmother. He's a crazy boy. He's a crazy boy. Oh my God. He has manipulated his grandmother into cookies and whatever he wants. And yeah, that's just craziness. He's such a good boy, though. Here he comes. Hey, there was a half-naked woman in my view, wasn't there?
What half-naked?
Where you at?
I'm half-naked.
You're whole naked?
No, I'm not.
There she is. Full view.
Want to see my butt?
This one?
Hey! You're not
Shake, shake, shake it, baby.
Get your stinking butt down there.
You hear that? The way she talks to that boy? Oh, my God. So this is family life. We have a good time. We really do. Anyway, yeah. So that's it. My job is to be putting this PTO in, procuring the hoses that I need, and, of course, you got to get the length of them, which is pretty simple. You just go get a string, tie it fast to the couplers, and then off you go. So, yeah. Somebody told me to hardline it with pipe and then put a short hose in. I'm not doing that. I'd rather have a flexible pipe because, you get off road with these things. And flexible hose is better than a rigid pipe because when those frames twist, and they do twist, I don't care what anybody says. I've run these things long enough, and I know they're going to twist. So I don't want to snap a pipe, because it's just black pipe is all it is that you would use. So I'm just going to put the hoses on there and call it a day. So that's, it's just the way I'm going to do it. And most people do it that way anyway. But I think Mickey was the one that told me that he knows somebody that does that. And, if you're running down the highway and you don't get off the road and you've only got a short piece of hose, fine, it's going to flex and move. Twist as it goes down the road a little bit. But once you get off-road, like crossing ditches and things like that with these trucks, which we do, the flex may be just a little bit too much and you break stuff. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and just stay tuned because we're going to learn together. I've never put one of these things on before. I'm sure I'm going to be told I did it wrong, and that's okay because you know what? I bet I've done it and you haven't. And if I've done it wrong, I've done it wrong, that's all. And I know that you have to shim the PTO or it will generate too much heat in the transmission and cause a whole bunch of trouble, robbing power and other things. So just, shh, it's okay. We'll do it together.